Hi, I'm Heidi, the Crafty Socialite, and today we're going to be making this beautiful walnut and black acrylic pendant. It's one of my original designs, which is available in my Etsy store, but today it's free as part of a tutorial for Creality. Let's get started. Today I'm using the CrealityFalcon's new 60-watt laser, and I can't wait to get back into it.
I've gone ahead and I've opened up the file now in Lightburn, and as you can see there are two layers here, one brown layer which is the black acrylic on my finished product, and on the right is the red layer which I've done with the walnut. Now if I select all, you can see the finished pendant size is 150 millimeters or 15 centimeters wide. You can adjust this as you see fit. I would also suggest that you use two materials that have the same depth so that your pendant is balanced. For this one I've used 3 millimeter black acrylic. So I have selected the parameters of speed 100 millimeters per minute and power of 100. This is just below the suggested parameters for a thicker black acrylic, so I've just pulled that speed back slightly. I am using the Falcon 60-watt Pro today, so I will be using in precise mode, which is on the 22-watt strength. So if you are using a 22-watt laser, you can use these exact parameters. Otherwise, I'd suggest you just pull them slightly back from the suggested for 4.6 millimeters just to get that really nice cut with your acrylic. So now I'm ready to go ahead and move on to the next step.
The piece of acrylic that I'm using today is covered in this paper tape. Now, if you have a piece of acrylic that is either completely uncovered or it has a plastic film on it, I'd suggest that you either remove that film and use a paper, just a packaging tape, or alternatively, you can actually put dish detergent on it. I know it sounds strange, but it will just help prevent any flashback and keep the nice cut edges that you're looking for this pendant.
I have some small round offcuts that I use just to hold the piece above the honeycomb. The reason being is acrylic is far more likely to get flashback than other timbers. So I just use these little pieces underneath just to raise it off of the bed so we don't get those flashbacks. I'll now go in with my focusing tool and set the laser head at the engraving and cutting height of basswood of 1 to 3 millimeters, because acrylic and timber has the same setting. So you have that stepped piece in your kit, and that means we are ready now to align our piece and frame it, and then we can cut. I've come back now to Lightburn just so I can show how I work with the two layers. Now what I'm going to do is, because I'm cutting this left-hand side first onto the black acrylic, I'm actually going to turn off the output and also the show buttons for the red layer. That is ideal because that way when I'm working with the laser and I'm moving this piece around, I can really maximize the materials that I'm using. If you're using the standard CrealityFalcon, you can actually then frame this piece here and then go and press start. Now, because today I'm actually using the CrealityFalcon Pro, I'm going to click on show, and it's actually going to show me this piece in live view. So I can actually bring that down, place it really efficiently on my piece. So I can actually spin it as well to really get the most out of my piece. So there we are. I've got the piece placed as efficiently as possible. And now I can hit frame or just hit start. So we're ready for the next part. For this next piece, I am cutting the walnut half of the pendant, and I thought it was worth showing that because of the accuracy of the camera, I can use a really, really small piece of walnut there. So I have it placed there. I'm ready to cut. If you are using the standard Falcon, you can obviously use the framing tool to really increase your accuracy, as I said, to really maximize your material. So let's go ahead and cut this one. So I've finished cutting both my pieces. I've got my black piece of acrylic, and I've just used a pair of tweezers to take off the paper coating off both sides. Just be careful with it because some of the cuts are fairly delicate. And then I've got here my piece of walnut. Now I'm going to treat the piece of walnut with a wood oil. I've used this one, which is the Stockard oil, which is available from IKEA. I think IKEA is available in most countries, so you should be able to find it. If not, just use any wood oil which is you know, safe to the skin. This one is actually a food safe one that is used for timber benches and things like that. So you know it's okay to be against someone's skin. And I'm just going to pop the oil on. I'll just leave it for a couple of seconds and then I'll wipe off the excess. And that really just brings out that rich timber look, and it really makes it look lovely. So what I have here is now my timber is looking gorgeous. It's all nicely oiled. I have here some gold chain and also some jump rings, which I got from Amazon. So they're very easy to source. They are a coated stainless steel. They're quite a strong jump ring. These are gorgeous. The gold is a realistic color of gold and the silver is slightly darker than sterling silver. And this is stainless steel chain, so it is hard to cut. I actually use sort of heavy duty clippers for that. So I have pre-cut these and I'm going to go ahead and put the chain together now. Now, once you've got your pendant together, you can work out how long you would like the chain to be to sit perfectly. And then I would cut these pieces into two. So I'll do that shortly. So far, so good.
I finished the pendant now and popped the clasps on the back. If you're wondering what an ideal length is for most people, usually 18 inches, which is 45 centimeters, is ideal length for most people. And I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'm Heidi, the Crafty Socialite, and this one's brought to you by Creality Falcon. Thanks so much.